Good morning, everyone. Okay, so if you lived in California, heard about California, just anything about California, you realize that it is a mess. Predominantly because of this slick-backed haired individual named Gavin Newsom, who has faced, I believe, 3 recalls at this point, and now there's another current recall going on. Just sign a petition, send it in. That's all I'm gonna say. Sign a petition, send it in. He is definitely feeling the heat a little bit. He also felt the heat back during the lockdown phases, especially when he was shown in that one French restaurant. Definitely not following any of his rules and rules for thee, but not for me type situation. Now he's kind of doing something that just, if you look at it face value, makes absolutely no sense because he's trying to fix a problem that he helped create. Basically, Newsom wants cities, again, pushed down at the local level, to force homeless Californians to move camp every 3 days. Now, use the word Californians loosely. California's policies definitely have attracted a lot of homeless individuals here, and I'm not really sure I would call them Californians. They may be in the state, but they're not been here for a long period of time, contributed, all that good stuff. Some homeless people are unfortunately those who have lost their houses due to skyrocketing cost of living, prices, massive inflation, and we can definitely get way into that. But for today, we will focus on this. Now, my main problem with this, besides him just trying to not properly clean up his own mess that he helped contribute to, move them every 3 days. So, if you ever went camping, most people when they go camping, they'll camp overnight, right? They go in there, they get all laid out. They probably bring way too much stuff, especially if you're new to camping. Or you could do the retired method and just bring your trailer or your camper and just do it that way. Basically, bring your house with you. But if you've ever gone camping and you've been there for more than a couple of days, you start to settle down. 3 days is kind of like when you start getting like a routine, and you start getting comfortable. So it's interesting that he wants to basically push them along every 3 days. He wants them to become like nomadic warriors of California State, the golden nomadic warriors. That could actually be a college team or some type. Maybe it'll be successful, maybe it won't be. I don't know. So here we go. Governor Gavin Newsom has a new strategy to eliminate the large, long-standing homeless encampments that have been a thorn in his side throughout his administration. Yeah, you you've allowed this, Gavin. Don't try to blame them. Let's remind you too. Like when Xi Jinping came to visit, and he basically transformed an entire section of San Francisco into the socialist utopia. All blocked off, had like gates and everything. It was interesting. And he basically forced all the homeless people out, forced like massive cleaning of the whole areas, to roll the red carpet for probably his prime contributor to any type of political office, the Communist Chinese Party. Okay, so the governor on Monday called on every local government in the state to adopt ordinances that restrict public camping without delay. He provided a hypothetical, of course, because he can't come up with any realistic model ordinance that lays out exactly what he'd like to see banned. Camping in one place for more than 3 nights in a row, building semi-permanent structures such as makeshift shafts on public property, and shacks, not shafts, and blocking streets or sidewalks. Gavin, welcome to California, man. Your place. He's like, oh crap, my governorship is almost over. I want to run for office because I'm still delusional, and I need to try to save face because there's another recall going on, and there is multiple people running for governor right now that are probably going to clean up the state. Too little, too late, Gavin. I'll be honest with you, man. You're straight trash, dude. I know you bought your way out of that 2020 recall. You weaseled, you wormed, and you paid your way through. But seeing you squirm like this is very amusing because it tells me that you're in trouble. All right. But the fact is, it's just hilarious how he's just like, we want to see this model ordinance across the state of California, Newsom said during a virtual news conference Monday. We want to see how quickly communities that have not adapted to local. Gavin, you made this problem, dude. And you're bankrupting this. You have bankrupted this state. Like, what the hell are you talking about, man? This would have to be at the state and federal level now in order to fix and correct this. Now, here's my input on the whole homeless situation. I've worked in the security industry for about 4 or 5 plus years, right? I have dealt with homeless people nonstop in the state of California. And I'm telling you right now, just hustling and pushing people around every 3 days is going to make them hostile. It might force them to leave the state. And I think that's what he's looking for. He's looking to just like basically force them out of the public view. Not really fix the problem, but just keep harassing them enough until they go away and become someone else's problem. The reality is for homeless, large majority, they're never going to function in society. Ever. They need a home, some type of place of permanent residence, away from probably most neighborhoods and probably from most apartment complexes. Like I know when he started those SBU, or I think it's like single unit housing, he basically gave apartment owners and other people free leeway to turn like parking spots into like one unit housing to shove those type of people in, and it doesn't go well. They bring crime with them. They're not functional enough because there's really no one there helping them out on a daily basis. It doesn't go well. From what I've seen, they just end up back on the streets. They harass local tenants. They kind of become like they bring a lot of gang activity in here, a lot of questionable drugs as well. It just doesn't go well. A lot of these people, they unfortunately need some type of home. And I know that immediately pulls up people like, oh, that's horrible. We have some bad things happen in the past. Yes, right. Bad things happen in the past that we can course correct and fix for today. So anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. The hypocrisy of Gavin Newsom once again trying to save his own skin and trying to clean up his own mess by making someone else do it. All right. See you next time.